Intro. Minewind year 297. For hundreds of Minewind years, Minecraft players have fought amongst themselves for petty endgame items. These items pale in comparison to those only owned by true Minewind no-lifes. Few have felt the raw true power, the power only obtainable through a sharp and sturdy weapon. This is my quest. My quest to become one of those Minewind no-lifes. Yo, what's going on guys, Gasmer here, and welcome back to another wonderful video on this channel. And today is actually the beginning of a quest. Not a quest, no. This is an adventure. So this series is going to be covering my journey towards sharpening this right here, the hit or miss. Before I'm done, this weapon will be among Minewind's strongest. But first, I'll need to calculate the amount of dragon eggs I'll need to collect. Part number 1. Consulting math. Numbers are the highest degree of knowledge. It is knowledge itself. Plato. Before we actually see how many dragon eggs we'll need, we'll have to see how many dragon eggs it'll take to go through one level of sharpness.
So here we go. And it looks like it's gonna be a lot. It's still going, and going, and going. Gotta get that 0% or else I'm gonna destroy it. Just knowing my luck, that is. And then now we're here.
So it's going to take 91 dragon eggs for each individual level of sharpness. So I'm going to need 91 dragon eggs per level of sharpness. And I have 10 levels of sharpness to go. So I'm going to need 910 dragon eggs. Or 14 and a half stegs. That's stacks of dragon eggs. Just to sharpen this weapon. That's not intimidating at all. Part number 2, concocting a plan. The man who says he can, and the man who says he can't, are both correct. Confucius. Starting off, I have around 3.5 stacks of dragon eggs, which, while not a lot, is a pretty good starting point. As well as those dragon eggs, I actually have all of these items right here that I'm going to be trying to sell. So I've actually been collecting these for a while, buying them for relatively cheap, and then I'm going to sell them for slightly marked up prices. Embracing the blood of capitalism. Heck yeah! Most effective strategy that I've seen to actually grind dragon eggs is to wild loot. However, I don't actually know what the best way of wild looting actually would be. Like, could it be underwater ships and then villages, or could it be never fortresses? I don't know. So I'm going to do some testing into this, and I'm going to use whatever strategy works best. While I wild loot, I'm going to try and sell the items that I already have, and as well I'm going to try and sell any more that I might find along the way. So the best strategy to get as many dragon eggs as possible in the shortest amount of time possible seems to actually be to wild loot, and while I'm wild looting, just post what I'm selling in chat and hope people buy it. But Sky! What is it this time, Wilson? Sky, have you met my new friend Moocow? Also, how are you gonna test which form of wild looting works the best? Well, it's funny you ask, Wilson, so pretty much what I'm going to do is... Why do I even bother? What I'm going to do, I'm going to wild loot in 2 different ways. Never loot and then overworld loot. Whichever way gets me the most dragon eggs in an hour will be the way of wild looting that I'll use for the rest of this quest. And I will also montage me doing both of the hours just so you guys know it's legit.
Ha! Legitimately gay!
I just had elementary school flashbacks. Part number 3, comparing options. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Aristotle. Section 1, Overworld. So I just gotta say that wild looting ships was far more tedious than I expected. This is a major bummer because ship looting is actually the most efficient way to get dragon eggs in the overworld. There's just something about how every single ship was one of 3 loaded presets that made the entire action such a chore. The buried treasure maps themselves were complete scams. Like, let me tell you, the most that I actually found in one of them was an enderbone, which is ridiculous, because enderbones go for like a dragon egg per shulker. As for the underwater ruins, they were really engaging and fun to loot, but their loot was not as good as the ships, mainly just because they have the added hassle of having to dig up the chest. Village looting was far more enjoyable than water looting was. However, it was really sad because it was way less efficient. The villages actually did have better loot in general, but it would take up to 10 minutes just to get from one village to another, making it far too hard to grind dragon eggs off of village hunting exclusively. After the hour of overworld looting, I got 5 dragon eggs, 3 nether stars, 20 enchanted golden apples, a trident, and 9 enchanted books, max level. Section number 2, the nether. So looting the nether fortresses was so much more enjoyable than looting the overworld. This was due to both the intricacy of the actual fortresses, but also the amount of fortresses that were found. The loot from the nether fortresses was also so much better, and I also had the added bonus of blaze spawners, which, while not expensive, they definitely help out. Nether looting gave me 3.5 dragon eggs, 2 nether stars, about 12 books, 4 blaze spawners, an abyssal helm, a diabulous chestplate, and 20 enchanted golden apples. If I were to sell all of the items I got from nether looting for only an hour, I'd be about 18 dragon eggs richer. Part number 4, concluding the episode. So in total today, I wild looted 8.5 dragon eggs. I also made 16 more dragon eggs in sales, and I got around 20 dragon eggs worth of sellable items. So, not counting the dragon eggs that still need to be sold, I made around 24.5 dragon eggs this episode. Also, I found out that the best way of wild looting is actually never looting. I'm pretty proud of that, to be honest, so if you guys like this series, please leave a like down below. First, be careful before you do that, because I'm about to hit you with something controversial. So, this series will be replacing Minewind Drama Alert. I know it's like one of my biggest series, but it's just too much of a headache to do, because nobody actually gives me a straightforward answer about anything. So it's like I have to go person to person to person, which is taking up a majority of my playtime at this point. It's not fun for me anymore. And that's all. So one part of Minewind Drama Alert that will be staying around, because I really enjoyed doing it, was the comments from the community. So at the end of every video from now on, I will have a comment from the community. But the comments can be whatever you want, just please keep it PG so the lords at YouTube don't come out and smite me. Also, you can get the comments to me in any way you possibly want to. I don't care how you get them to me, just make sure that I know that you want that to be a comment in a video. But this week's comment comes from Lamb Kisses, who says, "Rip to Devoted Widow 79, quit recently." So yeah, this outro has gone on way too long. Just had to get a couple things out to the masses. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Hit or miss, I